Welcome to Gemma Movie Recaps. Today, we're thrilled to present the gripping tale of the 2014 action thriller, The Equalizer. The movie follows McCall, a retired individual with a mysterious past, as he resurfaces to assist Terry, a young girl trapped by Russian gangsters. Equipped with extraordinary abilities, McCall takes it upon himself to seek retribution against those who prey on the vulnerable. He is known as the Equalizer, offering help to those facing overwhelming challenges and pursuing justice. Just a quick heads up, there will be spoilers ahead, so proceed with caution. Let's begin. But before we start, please support our channel by subscribing and click the bell icon for future notifications. Now, let's start. The movie starts with Robert McCall beginning his day at Home Mart, where he is respected by his co-workers. During lunch with his friend Ralphie, McCall notices Ralphie eating chips in his sandwich and reminds him about the importance of losing weight for his upcoming security guard test. In the evenings, McCall visits a diner where he enjoys reading The Old Man and the Sea. A young girl in the diner asks him if the fish in the book has been caught, and McCall replies that it hasn't happened yet. Later, when his co-workers ask about his past, McCall humorously claims to have been a backup singer, dancing like a pip with Gladys Knight. McCall returns to the diner and encounters the same girl, who notices he's reading a different book. Meanwhile, a limousine pulls up, and the girl receives a call from her pimp, Slavy, informing her about a client waiting in the car. Reluctantly, she joins the obese man in the limo. The following night, McCall finds the bruised girl in the diner, and they sit together. She introduces herself as Terry, revealing her real name as Elena. Terry gives McCall a CD of her singing, and they leave together for a walk. However, their encounter is interrupted when Slavy and his driver, Tavi, approach them. Slavy slaps Elena, and McCall hesitates to intervene upon seeing Tavi's gun. Slavy then hands McCall a card, inviting him to request other girls from his business. One night at the diner, McCall learns from the manager that Elena is in the intensive care unit after a severe beating. He rushes to the hospital and finds another prostitute, Mandy, at Elena's side, who is also badly bruised. Comforting Mandy, McCall discovers that Elena was attacked by Slavy for fighting back, and he has a history of threatening and harming other girls. Determined to take action, McCall examines the card given to him by Slavy. He tracks down Slavy and his men at a meeting above a restaurant. McCall enters with an envelope containing $9,800, intending to buy Elena's freedom. Initially mocked, he decides to stay and locks the door. With precision and swift action, McCall incapacitates the men, causing Slavy to be shot in the throat and eliminating the others one by one. McCall remains by Slavy's side as he slowly succumbs to his injuries. A Russian mobster named Teddy arrives in Boston, teaming up with corrupt cops to find a killer. McCall learns that his friend Ralphie quit and visits him at a restaurant. Teddy confronts a gangster named John Looney, while McCall plays baseball with his co-workers and Ralphie appears as a security guard. McCall confronts the corrupt cops, Rimar and Peterson, exposing their extortion scheme with a video recording. He forces them to return the stolen money. Later, McCall intervenes when a cashier is held at gunpoint, giving the robber the money but secretly gathering information. McCall identifies the robber and ensures justice by leaving a clean sledgehammer behind as evidence. Teddy and his accomplice stake out the diner to catch McCall, but McCall anticipates their move and kills the gunman before escaping. The gangsters follow McCall to his apartment, where he watches them through hidden cameras. Teddy is aware that McCall is observing them. McCall seeks help from his friends Brian and Susan Plummer to gather information about Teddy and his organization. Susan retrieves the requested information and reveals that Teddy, whose real name is Nikolai, works for Vladimir Pushkin, the leader of the Russian mafia. Susan also informs McCall that two corrupt cops, Rimar and Peterson, who were on Pushkin's payroll, were recently found brutally murdered. She warns McCall that he and his loved ones are in danger as these men won't rest until they're all dead. McCall confronts Frank and forces him to cooperate by trapping him in a car with carbon monoxide. Frank leads McCall to a warehouse where the Russian gangsters keep their money. McCall orchestrates their surrender and ensures they are tied up along with the money for the police to find. He then frees the workers. Police arrive at the scene and arrest Frank, while McCall accesses Frank's safety deposit box to retrieve important items. He sabotages Pushkin's oil tankers and destroys them. Teddy and his men take control of Home Mart, holding McCall's friends hostage. McCall outsmarts them by playing music over the intercom and systematically eliminates the gangsters one by one. He rescues Ralphie but faces Teddy alone. After a fierce struggle, McCall uses a nail gun to fatally wound Teddy. 3 days later, McCall tracks down Pushkin in Moscow and traps him in his own home. He creates a diversion by flickering lights and running water, allowing him to disappear unnoticed. Pushkin, alarmed, calls for his guards, unaware that McCall has tampered with the wiring. When the guards touch the exposed wires, Pushkin is electrocuted, while the other guards have already been eliminated. Returning to Boston, McCall is approached by Elena, who has recovered and found a job. She expresses her gratitude and kisses him on the cheek before parting ways. In the final scene, McCall is back at the diner, where he receives a message asking for help. With unwavering determination, he replies with a simple yes. Thank you for watching this movie recap. I hope you found it informative and enjoyable. If you liked this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up and leaving a comment below to share your thoughts. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more movie recaps and content. Your support is greatly appreciated as it allows us to continue creating quality videos. Thank you once again, and we look forward to seeing you in the next one.